Greeting learners. So as next month in November, you'll start the metric exam. The mathematics, I think, is going to be the first week and the second, paper 1 and paper 2. So this month we're going to focus on all the papers. So today I've taken the paper for last year. We're going to start with paper 1. So here's the first question. Question 1, solve for x. We're going to solve this first question. Solution, solve for x. 1, 1, 1. We're having x squared plus x minus 12 is equal to 0. Here we're going to try and we're having a quadratic equation here. This is practically the program of grade 10, somewhere there. We're going to try and get two numbers whose sum will be 1 and whose product will be negative 12. These two numbers will be 4 times negative 3. 4 minus 3 we're getting 1 as the sum, and 4 multiplied by negative 3 will be getting negative 12. So here's a simple factorization. We'll be having x plus 4 times x minus 3. This will be equal to 0. So here we're having a product equation. X plus 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. X will be equal to negative 4, or x will be equal to 3. So these are the root of this quadratic equation. X is equal to negative 4, or x is equal to 3. Then we're going to go to the next question. 3x squared minus 2x is equal to 6. 1, 1, 2. 3x squared minus 2x is equal to 6. We're going to transpose 6 to the first side. 3x squared minus 2x minus 6 will be equal to 0. So here we can't use this method of factorization. We're going to use the formula for quadratic equations. And the formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is the formula we're going to apply. So our b is negative 2. So we'll be having minus b is minus 2 plus minus the square root of b is minus 2 squared minus 4. A is 3. Let me write it properly here. So you're going to have minus 4. A is 3. And C is negative 6 over 2A. A is 3, so we're going to have 2 times 3. So x will be equal to 2 plus minus the square root of 4. Here is 12 times 6, we get 72. So it will be plus 72 over 6. 4 plus 72, we're getting 76. And then we're going to go straight to our calculator to get these two values. The first one will be 2 plus the square root of 76 over 6. And the answer will be 1,786. We're going to round off to two decimal places. So our first root will be 1,79. That is the first one. And the second one will be 2 minus the square root of 76 over 6. And this one will give us negative 1,12. Negative 1,119. So we round it off to two decimal places. So it will be minus 1,12. So these are the roots of this quadratic equation. Answers correct to two decimal places. We're going to clean the board here, so we'll be having a space for these other questions. This was question 1-1. The next question is 113. 113. The square root of 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1. Solving an equation like this, we're having the square root of 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1. To get rid of the square root, we're going to square both sides. So we'll be having square root of 2x plus 1 squared. This will be equal to x minus 1 squared. So on the left, we will get 2x plus 1. This will be equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1. I'm going to take the left hand side to transpose to the right hand side. Then we will get x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. We will end up getting x squared minus 4x is equal to 0. Let's clean the board here and continue. Then we're going to factorize x here. It will be x times x minus 4 is equal to 0. So the first root will be x is equal to 0, or x minus 4 is equal to 0. X will be equal to 4. So if we come back here in our original equation, replacing x by 0, it will be square root of 1 is equal to negative 1. So x is equal to 0 cannot be the root of this equation. We will write x different to 0, and here x is equal to 4. Then we are done with question 113. We will take question 114. 114, we're having an inequality. X squared minus 3 is greater than 2x. So we will transpose 2x to the left. We'll be having x squared minus 2x minus 3. This will be greater than 0. So here we're going to factorize. As I've done it with this first question, we need to get two numbers whose sum will be negative 2 and whose product will be negative 3. These three numbers will be 3 minus 1. Not 3 minus 1, we know this is not going to work. Let's change our sign here. Negative 3 plus 1, we're getting negative 2. And negative 3 times 1, then we're going to get negative 3. So our factorization will be x minus 3 times x plus 1 greater than 0. So the critical values of this inequality will be x is equal to 3 or x is equal to negative 1. Then I'm going to clean the body on the left to finish up with this question 114. So here we can use this being a quadratic equation. If we consider x squared minus 2x minus 3 is a quadratic equation, we're going to have two values of x. These are the critical value. So you can use this way of using a parabola, and then you will put the sign of the critical value. So we can also do it like this. This is also another way of solving this inequality. We do it like this. There we're having the value of x. We are on the number line. And here we will be having our quadratic equation, x squared minus 2x minus 3. On the number line, we'll be having negative 1 on the left and 3 on the right. These are the critical values. For negative 1, we have 0 here, and for 3, we have got 0 there. So after the critical value, we'll be having the sign of x squared. Here we have got plus 1, so we'll be having plus plus out of the critical value, and in the middle we'll be having the opposite sign. So our inequality is saying x squared minus 2x minus 3 is greater than 0, meaning greater than 0 will be having positive values out, and here we're going to have x on the left is less than negative 1, or on the right of 3 is, or x is greater than 3. This is the solution of our inequality. So we're going to continue with these two other questions. I'll clean the board and write the following question, then we will continue. Okay, here are the next questions. Question 112. Solve for x and y simultaneously. X plus 2 is equal to 2y, and 1 over x plus 1 over y is equal to 1. This is 1, 2. We're going to start with 1, 2, and then we'll go to the next one, 1, 3. Solution for question 1, 2. Solve for x and y simultaneously. So we're having x plus 2 is equal to 2y, and the other equation is 1 over x plus 1 over y is equal to 1. So we're considering this to be a system of equation, two unknown values x and y. So we will start by saying x is equal to 2y minus 2. This will be the first equation. And the second one, we're going to get a common denominator here, x and y. We'll be having x plus y over xy is equal to 1. So this will be the second equation. I'm going to write them like this. X is equal to 2y minus 2 is the first one. And this one here, cross multiplying, will be having x plus y is equal to xy. This will be the second equation. Now, we're going to substitute the first one in the second one. So we will replace x is equal to 2y minus 2 in the second equation. Then I'm writing here 1 into 2. Then we'll be having down here x 2y minus 2 plus y will be equal to 2y minus 2 times y in the second one. So here we'll be having 3y minus 2 is equal to 2y squared minus 2y. And then the other side will be having 2y squared. 3y will be the other side minus 3. So we're going to have minus 5y. And the 2 will come the other side. Going to be plus 2 is equal to 0. Yeah, let's double check. 2y minus 2 plus y is equal to 2y minus 2 times y. Here it will be 3y minus 2, 2y squared minus 2y. So we're getting 2y squared minus 5y plus 2. So here we need to get two numbers. Whose sum is equal to negative 5 and whose product is equal to 4. These two numbers are minus 4 and minus 1. Minus 4 minus 1, you get minus 5. Minus 4 times minus 1, you get 4. So here we'll be having 2y squared minus 4y minus y. This is minus 5 here in the middle. Plus 2 is equal to 0. We're going to use a grouping method. We'll group the first two. 2y squared minus 4y minus y minus 2. Here you must be very careful because each and every time when we're having a negative sign and we want to factorize negative 1 here, the sign in the bracket will change here. Because if you remove the bracket here, you'll be having minus y plus 2. So here we factorizing 2y, we will get y minus 2 minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Y minus 2 being a common factor, so we'll have y minus 2 times 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. Then y minus 2 is equal to 0, or 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. Let me write this properly. Here we are having the second one is 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So I'm going to clean the board so that we can have some space. Now let me finish here. We still have got some space here. Y will be equal to 2, or y, the other one, 2y will be equal to 1, and y will be equal to 1 over 2. Then if we come back here at the very beginning, we said that x is equal to 2y minus 2. If we replace y by 2 here, x will be 2 times 2 is 4 minus 2, we get 2. X will be equal to 2. And for the other value, we will replace y by 1 over 2. 2 times 1 over 2, we get 1 minus 2. X will be equal to minus 1. So here are the corresponding values. If y is equal to 2, x will be equal to 2. If y is equal to 1 over 2, x will be equal to negative 1. So then we are done with question 1, 2. For this first question, we're going to take the last question 1, 3. So let me clean the board so that we can have the space for this last question. Good. So we're taking the question 1, 3. Given 2 to the power of m plus 1 plus 2 to the power of m will be equal to 3 to the power of n plus 2 minus 3 to the power of n, where m and n are integers. Determine the value of m plus n. So how are we gonna solve this? In order for us to get the value of the m and n, we will factorize here. First, we're going to split the exponent to m plus 1 plus 2 to the power of m will be equal to 3 to the power of n plus 2 minus 2 to the power of n. So here we will have 2 to the power of m times 2. Remember, for loss of exponent, 2 to the power of m plus 1 will be equal to 2 to the power of m times 2 to the power of 1. Here, the law is saying if we are having the same base, we will be adding the exponent. So here is plus 2 to the power of m, and here we're going to split 3 to the power of n, then 3 squared minus 3 to the power of n. The common factor here on the left will be 2 to the power of m will be factorized, will remain with 2 plus 1, because here is 2 to the power of n over 2 to the power of n will be having plus 1. And here we're going to factorize 3 to the power of n will remain with 3 squared minus 1. So finally, we're getting 2 to the power of m times 3 in the bracket, 3 to the power of n, and here it will be 9 minus 1 times 8. So I'm going to write it like this. 2 to the power of m over 3 to the power of n will be equal to 8 over 3. Because if you cross multiply this, you will get 2 to the power of m times 3, and it will be equal to 3 to the power of n times 8. Then we can just equate, as we can see here, 2 to the power of m is equal to 8, so our m will be equal to 3. 2 to the power of 3, we're getting 8, and 3 to the power of n is equal to 3. Here, the value of n will be equal to 1. And easily, we will get m plus 1 is equal to 3 plus 1. M plus n will be equal to 4. So, the value of m is 3, and the value of n is 1. M plus n will be 3 plus 1. Then we get that the sum m of m and n is 4. So we are practically done with this first question. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and if you're having some comments, you can still write them down, and if you're also having a question, you can still ask. Till next time, thank you. Bye.